Hello, it is Corey Lee today, and I am going to show you how to get professional results cleaning carpet on a DIY budget. Whether you have your own carpet cleaner or a rental machine, I'm going to tell you all the secrets, not all, but just some to point you in the right direction if you want to clean your own carpet but get professional results. So, I've cleaned carpet for 8 years. There's a lot of things that I learned in 8 years cleaning carpet, being a part of forums, Facebook groups, just trial and error, all sorts of things like that. And this is the most DIY you can get for the absolute best results, okay? So I'm gonna go over all of my pieces of equipment, but not all of my pieces of equipment are necessarily things you have to use, as long as you use something that will do the same thing. All right. So step one, you want some way to agitate your carpet. You want to agitate that carpet before you run your vacuum. This is a carpet rake. It's called a Grandi Groom. I paid around $30, $40 for this on Amazon about 8 years ago when I first started cleaning carpet. The reason you want to use this before you vacuum is because this is going to pull up as much dirt from the bottom of the carpet as you possibly can before your vacuum reaches it. The reason you want to do that is because you want to remove as much loose dirt from the carpet as you can before you spray it and clean it. That's an important step. You don't want to find yourself with loose dog hair still on your carpet after you clean it. Now you got wet dog hair everywhere. You want to get as much of that out as possible. Up to 70% of all soil in the carpet is dry, loose dirt. If you can get 70% of the carpet clean before you ever wet it, that will save you a lot of time having to re-clean your carpet too often. All right, so this is about 30, 40 bucks. Let this just be part of the cost of owning carpet and wanting to clean it yourself. That's gonna save you a lot of money on rentals and a lot of time having to clean your carpet too often. The next thing you wanna use is a vacuum cleaner. Just like I said, not at minimum, but up to 70% of dry, loose soil. Up to 70% of all soil in the carpet is loose dirt that can come out with a vacuum cleaner. Vacuum it. I run that before I vacuum it, then I vacuum it. You want to vacuum a little slower. Most people who are not trained on vacuuming because they're not professional carpet cleaners, they vacuum too fast. Normally my wife and the kids go and vacuum the rugs at home. I see them just vacuuming too fast. I'm like, slow down with that thing. Let that thing have time to work. Stop ripping and running that vacuum like it's crazy. Let it have time to work. And most of the time the vacuum is doing the cleaning when you're pulling it backwards. Make sure you go a little slower on your backwards pass. Not just ripping and running it until you get the loose little papers and crumbs off the top. No, you want to give it time to dig itself in the carpet and suck up dust and dirt. That vacuuming your carpet often is going to keep it cleaner longer. If you're tired of always having a dirty carpet, it's because you don't vacuum or you don't vacuum right. Make sure you treat this vacuum as if it's going to save you another future carpet cleaning in the long run. As long as you own carpet, you should own a vacuum and you should use it at least every day. If not every day, every other day. Your carpet is the biggest air filter in your house. It traps dirt in the air. Suck it up. That way, as you walk around the carpet, you're not throwing dust back up in the air. And when you actually suck up the dust that's there, it can still filter out more dust in the air. If you're tired of dust, use a vacuum. I know what I'm talking about. So the next thing you want is after you got your carpet vacuumed, I'm sitting on a shop vac right now. I'm not necessarily going to use this in this video, but you can use one to hit the edges and the stairs. You know, like just in case that's what you want to do. If you don't like really got a lot of time or a lot of necessity to get all detailed with the edges, I mean, you could just leave them. You know what I mean? But I just want to let you know, carpet cleaners and vacuum cleaners don't really get up on the edges that well unless you actually go and edge it with the vacuum. So another thing you want to do is get yourself a spray bottle, a handheld spray bottle. I use this one, you don't have to. This one is faster for me, but you can use a little handheld one. You want to mix your solution in here a little stronger. Go through and spray all problematic spots and stains. Depending on what your spot and stain is going to determine what you put in here. If you have dyes or red stains from people spilling juice, you want to use something like lemon scented ammonia. This will, like this, most of the time will remove red stains. It won't just make them disappear, but it will allow them to loosen up and be cleaned off the carpet. I've seen this disintegrate crayon, ink, slushy, stuff like that. But hey, this is $2, okay? This is a $2 solution to $50 problems per spot and stain. You hire a company to go and treat every individual red stain, you're gonna spend some money. You spend $2, spray that red stain, scrub it. I mean, you can even suck it up with a shop vac, or you can blot it up with a rag. Success. The only way you can most of the time remove a red stain is if you did not try to clean it with something else. If you went and sprayed that with LA's Totally Awesome first and it didn't work, it's probably stuck. So you got a red stain in your carpet, don't go and spray it with the first thing you got. Use this. It's $2, all right? It's cheaper than Awesome. It's cheaper than Dawn. It's cheaper than Fabuloso, you know? And it works. But also on them problematic spots and stains, this rips dirt right off of carpet. I remember when I had a van to clean out, and I was cleaning the seats in the van, wintertime. I didn't want to pull out my carpet extractor because I didn't want the pump to freeze. You want to know, look, there was layers of sticky dirt on that seat. You want to know how I cleaned that seat to an almost brand new state? Used half and half ammonia, sprayed it, scrubbed it, and rubbed it all off with a cotton rag. They came out, they like, man, you shampooed the mess out of these seats. I had the extractor sitting right next to me. I thought about using it, but I just didn't. Like, I didn't want to flush it out from the antifreeze and stuff like that and do all that. It was winter time, and they like, man, you really shampooed the mess out of these seats. I'm like, I did, didn't I? You know, this will loosen up dirt off of carpet like it's nothing. This is one of the most basic ingredients in all strong cleaning, in most strong all-purpose cleaners. This, get to the bottom of what it is that's actually doing a lot of the work. Probably some ammonia. What am I going to say about ammonia? It was one other thing. Oh, ammonia is good for treating dirt, like dirt stains and stuff like that, because this evaporates and turn into water, okay? You won't leave soap behind in the carpet by using ammonia. That's the reason I'm using it. It evaporates and turn into water. If you got a wool rug or something like that, like, don't do any of what I'm saying. I have another, there's other ways to do that. But if you just got regular brown, rental property carpet, man, look, run that ammonia, So if you have pet stains and you want to go back and treat your pet stains individually, use hydrogen peroxide. You don't know the number of people who called me to clean their carpet because what once was just a dog pee stain is now a big black spot in the floor because they sprayed LA's Totally Awesome or some soap-like chemical on there and just scrubbed it and left it there and thought that that was cleaning up the dog pee. Not only did you just leave the pee in the carpet to sit there and rot, you also left soap in the carpet that's going to stick dirt right back to the carpet. Treat it with peroxide. Peroxide is going to disintegrate organic matter at a molecular level. It will evaporate into oxygen, turn into water, and also evaporate. Use this for dog pee stains. You want to be a little heavy when you use this because this will then soak to the back of the carpet and also work on whatever dog urine or coffee or just human pee or anything like that. This will start to disintegrate it. You will go from smelling pee to smelling nothing, just depending on how well you do it, okay? I'm not going to guarantee anything but professional results. I'm not going to guarantee that you get all the pee because you might got some in places you don't know and you didn't think to treat that. You know, you might have too much in one spot and just one application of this is not going to work. If you got a cat, your cat usually like to pee along the wall or by the corners. You know, pull the back of that carpet up, spray some of this on the back, let that work. Look, all right, be careful with this. I got this from Home Depot, 20 bucks. Be careful with this. This will cause chemical burns. This is 4 times stronger than household peroxide. Wear safety glasses and gloves and don't spray it in the air in a way that you can breathe it in, all right? I like to water this down half and half, put it in my spray bottle and start treating them pet stains. You'll see it bubbling and turning white. You might even see it smoke. I used to clean my rabbit cage with this. If you ever owned a rabbit, you know how bad rabbits are worse than cats when it comes to urine smell. Man, this used to cause such a chain reaction on my rabbit cage, just eating away urine. I could actually see it smoking. But this also will bleach out dirt stains. So if you clean your carpet before, but you also see the stain of the dirt, the stain of that traffic area, this will help bleach it out, all right? Not only is that ammonia gonna rip it off, that peroxide is gonna also bleach it out without destroying the color of your carpet. If you have dark colored carpet, I probably would recommend against it, but peroxide is bleach for colors, so you could risk it, but I'm not telling you to risk it, all right? One other thing too. So after you go and treat your spots and stains, you want to make sure you also scrub them spots and stains, but you can do that on the next step, all right? So the next thing that I would recommend using is if you want to get the most professional results on a DIY budget, and I know that some of my supplies are not necessarily the cheapest, but as long as they do the same thing, you don't have to use the same thing. You want to get yourself some kind of chemical sprayer. I like to use this. This make quick work out of pre-spraying carpets, except while I'm recording this video. I've been here for so long and haven't even started. But this, a chemical sprayer, you want to mix your cleaning solution in the chemical sprayer and pre-spray the carpets, all right? This is where a lot of people mess up because why? Marketing, instructions, what the companies tell you to do when you buy a rental machine. Do not, and I mean this, if you want the most out of your clean, if you want the most clean out of the time you're spending cleaning the carpet, out of the money you're spending on cleaning the carpet. Spend $20 on a pump sprayer, 2 gallons. Don't buy a 1 gallon. It's not worth your time. Get a 2 gallon at minimum. Spend $20, $30. It don't matter. Because you can use less solution by spraying the solution directly on the carpet and then flushing it out with your machine with fresh water than you would spend dumping the solution into the machine and then expecting that 1 second of contact that solution in water has to actually clean the carpet. It's not going to work like that. You need time for your chemicals to actually start loosening up the soil. You can get some clean by putting your carpet shampoo in the machine and then letting that 1 second of contact that it has with the carpet clean up something. But you're gonna get the most clean by using 3 times less solution, putting it in the pump sprayer and spraying it on the carpet. You don't want to spray it way too heavy to where the carpet is soaked, but you do want it wet. Okay? Another reason you want to do it this way is because you don't want to leave soap behind in the carpet. So if you put your solution in the machine, you will leave soap behind in the carpet. Not only what I'm telling you here, all the DIY-ish cleaning supplies I'm telling you here won't leave soap in the carpet. Ammonia evaporates the water. The peroxide turns into oxygen in water. And then I got this Fabuloso. This will not leave soapy residue in the carpet. And on top of that, you are going to be rinsing it out. This is an all-purpose cleaner and it smells good too, you know? But when you leave soap behind in the carpet by putting your solution in the machine, you are creating a situation to where your carpets will stay dirty. They won't just stay dirty, they will get dirty a lot faster because that soap residue is sticky. It will stick dirt to it. When you walk on it with your shoes, it will start cleaning the bottom of your shoes and sticking dirt to the carpet. You want to create a situation in the carpet to where it will stay cleaner a lot longer. I know what I'm telling you. I know what the instructions tell you to do. They just take for granted that you don't know this stuff. So they're like, well, let's make this easy. Put 8 ounces of this in the machine. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Not only does that ruin machines, it also make you rent carpet cleaners more often because you will never really get the clean long term that you are looking for. Okay? This right here is the separating point between professional results and a headache. This part right here is what makes people give up on renting machines and just call somebody else to do it. It's this. This right, I guarantee you is this. Then on top of that, when you spray the stuff on the floor first, you actually allow that solution to reach a little further into the carpet and actually start loosening up soil and oils and contaminants and stuff like that a little further down. But when you start to clean a dry carpet with a machine with solution in it, the carpet is not necessarily wet enough for the water in the machine to reach that far down. When your carpet starts off wet, the water tends to reach into the carpet faster. But when it's dry, it needs time to reach. And it's not really being given that much time to reach before it's then being sucked right back up again. Just think, why do you let your dishes soak? Right? Like, why does it take 30, 40 minutes for your laundry to wash? It's allowing the soap in the machine, in the laundry machine, to actually work on loosening up that dirt off the carpet. Okay? It works the same way here. Let this stuff pre-spray. No more than, like around like maybe 10, 15 minutes, you're good. You know, then after you pre-spray it, scrub it again. The reason you want to do this, agitation will loosen up soil. If you don't have one of these, if you can't afford one of these, get a deck brush, like some kind of push broom. I started off with a push broom, it worked. All right. A push broom might be a little harder to push around the carpet, but it's gonna spread that pre-spray around the carpet and making sure it's actually, getting around a little bit more. Not only that, you're also scrubbing with that soapy water, or that cleaning solution water around on the carpet and loosening up dirt off the carpet. That's an important step as well. Most people don't know this, and they rent machines. They don't get what they're looking for. They think maybe they need more cleans. They still don't get what they're looking for, and then they have a headache. All right. So by putting your solution in the machine, you are essentially going to possibly use 3 times more solution than what you got to. This is the difference between using 1 bottle of solution, that's even if it takes all that, or 2 bottles, right? Like this ammonia, I'm probably gonna use half of this ammonia on all of this carpet. I got 1, 2, 3 bedrooms, living room, and dining room. If I was to put my solution in the machine, I'm probably gonna fill my bucket up. I'm probably gonna fill my machine up maybe 2 or 3 times. I'm probably gonna go through this whole bottle plus. But not only that, I'm using other stuff too. So if you're already gonna spend the same amount of money buying more bottles of shampoo to stick in the machine, how much is a bottle of carpet shampoo when you're in a machine? $20? Why don't you just spend the $20 on a pump sprayer? And instead of another bottle of shampoo to stick in the machine to still barely clean the carpet anyway. And not only barely clean it, you're also gonna get a dirtier carpet a lot faster. Why not just do that? So this is what I use to pre-spray carpet. It makes light work out of spraying the carpet down, 600 PSI, yada, yada, yada. But you can use a pump sprayer. I've used a 2-gallon Chapin pump sprayer for years. After it broke, I said I'm tired of pump sprayers because I clean carpet every day. So like the amount of carpet I might clean in 3 months is probably going to be the amount of times you might clean your carpet in 5 years. Okay, so that pump sprayer will last you longer than it will last me. That's why I had to move to this, and because I work inside of someone else's house, I have to get this done faster. All right, so you don't need that, but you do need some way to spray it. Don't use a spray bottle on this step when you go and spray the whole carpet. It's going to take you too long, and it will tire you out before you even really start cleaning the carpet. So another thing I want to say is the reason I use Fabuloso is it smells good and it cleans well, especially carpet. I know this is not some professional supply, but through trial and error and hearing from the other guys over the forums, I come to find that this is actually the stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's got to be in conjunction with something else. The way ammonia cleans, and I got to go over this. The way this cleans, and just knowing this might help you decide on how you want to use it. This causes oil-based soil, oil-based contaminant to lose one of its molecules that causes oils to be water resistant. That's why this cleans carpet well, because this work on oil-based soil to cause that oil-based soil to lose a molecule that causes it to be water resistant. So this will break down the oils and allow that oil to actually be able to come up with water. That is why you might clean your carpet and you still got too much dirt behind. So another thing you want is you want a bucket, right? So I got my water already in my 3-gallon bucket. And you want to use your bucket. I got something floating around in here. A little bit of shellac from the last time I did a wood floor. It got stuck to my bucket. And it's finally starting to loosen up. Okay. Yeah, that was it. Good. That little spot has been there forever, and now that hot water in the bucket made it loose up. So you want to start putting your water in your machine. My water is already in my machine. The thing I want to tell you is this. It doesn't have to be blazing hot. A lot of laundry get cleaned with cold water. Most stains will only come out with cold water. A lot of the steam cleaning companies won't tell you that because you're too fascinated by the steam coming off the end of the wand. Most of them stains gotta come off with cold water. Only the oil-based soils need to come out with hot water. As long as you got your chemicals in the carpet the right way, using the right chemicals, the water does not have to be guns blazing hot. It just needs to be some hot, okay? It don't need to be steaming. Just as long as it's some hot, that's all. Some hot, okay? So, by you knowing this, that's going to tell you what? I don't need to hire an actual steam cleaner truck mount person. If that's what you want, by all means, I would rather you do that. But if you like to clean your own carpet, you need to know this. It don't gotta be guns blazing hot as long as it's some hot. That's gonna help your chemicals speed up its cleanability, okay? Heat will allow your chemicals to work faster, but it won't replace using the right chemicals. Nobody gets in the shower and just take a hot water shower without soap and scrub, okay? A lot of the steam cleaning companies will come in with just steam, not using soap, a vacuum, or scrub. And then the top of your carpet look clean, you see the nice lines in it, and then a week or two later, it looks the same way it did before they got there. And then now I need another clean, I need another clean, I need another clean, or I need to go rent another machine. Save your money, man. Spend it right up front. Get you the pump sprayer. Get some way to scrub the carpet. Put the soap down first. Scrub it in. Then clean your carpet. So my water's already in my machine. I also have my machine pre-plugged in. So now you done sat through 30 minutes of me talking, okay? A lot of people might click off this video because they like, well, where's the action? You need to hear this first. If you really want to know how to clean your carpet yourself, you're gonna have to be took to school. Everything is not about instant action. Listen to what I'm telling you first, then we get to the action. If you can't sit and listen, you don't deserve action. Only those who are willing to sit and listen to the sound of my dumb voice are the ones who deserve to get to the action. All right? I hate to say it that way, but it is what it is. We got too many people. Look, you need to amaze me in 30 seconds or I'm clicking off. Look, just click off. Like, no, man. Like, I'm not gonna cater to that. I'm sorry. I think that's a problem with society. I don't want to be the one to feed it. I want to be helpful to somebody. I want to change somebody's life. The only thing I want to do in this world is change the world. It's going to happen step by step. If you can have a cleaner environment and do it all yourself on a shoestring budget, that's step one. You know, cleanliness is next to godliness. You know, would God come and sit in your house with dog pee all over the floor? He'd be like, dude, like, do you know who I am? I'm royalty, and you got me in here with pee all over the floor. You know what I'm saying? Just think about stuff like that. That's what my mission is right now, is to just help somebody's life be a lot better. It's gonna be some person opening up a maid service, and this is a big obstacle in their way. Now you know how to do this better. You like, man, I make a lot more money now than I did before I knew all this. because now I actually know what I'm doing, and I know how to do it with stuff I can just buy at the store. You know what I'm saying? I can actually rent a machine for what, $50, and use chemicals in a pump sprayer and a bucket I got already, and just add that to the cost of what I charge them to clean the carpet. You know? So, getting on to step 2, please make sure you watch step 2. I may or may not put it all in the same video, because I know when somebody see a video is a whole hour long, even a half hour long, it just make people not even want to go there. They're like, that's the difference between me watching this on my lunch break or waiting until I get off work. And by the time I get off work, I'm already caught up with kids and doing homework and yada, 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 yada. So let's go ahead and put this on a second video. Please make sure you watch video number 2. I want to put that link in the description. In case you see number 2 first, I want to put number 1 in the description. Sorry about that. So, all right, y'all, let's get on to the action. I'm going to show you how I use all of the stuff I just talked about. Peace. Come on.